welcome back to the Breathe and Bond podcast. We are today, okay, you can see me and Tola are so giddy, so excited.
I can't help myself.
I know. Well, Tola, we'll start with Tola. So actually, no, let's do our introductions first. I am Tiwa.
I am Tola.
And we are two wonderful, beautiful mums. Two fantastic,
intelligent, amazing,
wonderful,
incredible, phenomenal, outstanding
blessed
young men, young boys,
who happen to have autism. And this space is about SEN parenthood, sisterhood and womanhood. We're talking real talk here, guys. Joy, challenges, ups, downs, culture, identity, faith, healing, everything is happening in this space. And today,
we have very, very special guests.
How could you only do two berries?
Very plenty berries.
Very special guest.
Very, very special guest. And how do I even begin with this intro? It's a very special day because there's a very special. I know you've been saying I'm blushing.
Why are you fluttering your eyelashes? Just do the intro. Do the intro so they can know why you're battering your eyelashes.
I can't help myself, guys, because my Bubba is here.
Tola, can you please, while you're blushing and giggling, while you guys are giggling, can you please tell everybody, if they don't know already, who is Bubba?
So Bubba is my husband, but aside of that, he is an incredible, amazing, phenomenal, handsome, passionate, caring. I could go on and on. Roundabout person of a man. He is dad to our amazing 3 children, Kevin, Kayla, and Caden. He is a kick-ass dad, husband, partner, friend.
Oh.
But anyway, I could be here all day talking about him, but please welcome Bubba on set.
Bubba, we're so happy to have you. Incredibly blessed to have you, Bubba.
Thank you.
And we will do the next introduction next first. I might be blushing a bit too. because the first love of my life is also in the room. My first love is in the room. Guys, my dad.
Our daddy
now, yeah, because we're now sharing everything. Our dad is right here. Guys, you don't understand how special this is. How many times in life do you get to film a podcast with your dad?
That's true, that's deep.
Yeah. Oh, your husband. This is the first time?
Yeah, this is, you mean filming together?
Yeah, like on a podcast.
On a podcast, yeah.
Yeah. So, guys, my dad is here. I'll let him introduce himself because that's going to be very interesting. Yeah, I don't want to get it wrong. But today's episode, before we start speaking to Bobo and my amazing dad, as you can see, we are in our traditional wear. Today we're repping our heritage. We are Nigerian.
Yes, very much so. Loud and proud.
Quite specifically, we are Yoruba. And today we're going to be talking about something very special, a conversation I personally have never seen before. We're going to be talking about autism parenting when it comes to fatherhood, autism parenting when it comes to grandfatherhood, culture, identity, faith, and all of it.
Yeah.
You start. You talk to Bobo. Let's get him to introduce himself first.
Okay, so I did that lovey-dovey intro, but I'll let Bobo introduce himself.
Yeah, because we're calling him Bobo and that's not even his name.
He can tell you his own name. He can tell you his own name.
Good afternoon, everyone. Thanks for having me. My name is Tosin. So, and I get this Bobo from my lovely wife. Now everybody is calling me Bobo. Everywhere I go, even on the street, when I'm working with Kevin, everybody call Bobo. Sometimes I just look back and say, "Wow!" Now it's like somebody has changed my name.
You love it though.
Well. So,
on a scale of 1 to 10, do you love it or not?
10.
Happy wife, happy life.
That wasn't even true. What you did there.
Nothing more to say about me. My name is Tosin. I was born into a family of 7. So my mom and dad are late. So now here we are. I've got my own kids. Then, well, life has it. Kevin is autistic, but I'm so happy for where Kevin is today. So, well, I won't say much now until let's just get on with it.
Okay, then, Bobo. We're gonna get
Thanks
on
for
with
having me anyway.
it. The pleasure,
We love you.
the
We love to
honor
have you here.
is most definitely ours. Dad, Dad, I'm warning you, Daddy. Just a short one. With
Not
all,
the threat.
with all the respect in the world, Daddy, you're only you can't say things forever. You can't go on long. You have to be concise.
Hey,
Okay, Daddy.
let him be. Let him breed.
When you give a microphone to celebrity, you don't know
Today, we knew this episode was going to be wild. I knew no matter how much I begged, my dad would not. He would not behave. So, Daddy, do whatever you want to do.
As you should.
Daddy,
Don't
introduce
worry.
yourself to these wonderful viewers, please.
Thank you for inviting me. My name is Kole Omololu. I'm Tiwa's dad, and Iteoluwaki's grandfather. The parents call him Levi. Yes, I call him Iteoluwaki. The throne of God is constant. Tiwalade, I've known that she's going to be like this, that she's going to be a star. We all, myself and mom, that she is a child that is, we call her a child that is easily managed child. That's who she has been, and a very, very happy child. It, from young age, anything she does it with happiness. She'll be singing. She'll be singing and be doing it with happiness. So I am happy to be here to join her in this podcast. I don't know what she wants me to say, but you should expect I will say whatever she inquire from me. Is from my first grandson is Levi. What we call autism. I know it's a what they call voice that is going to come out. So we don't call it autism in Africa. We know by the time he's about to speak, he will speak. And all the signs are there. Very handsome. He looks like, people say he looks like his dad, but I know he looks like me.
Yes.
That is where I was, jumping up and down, very happy, very, very happy like the mom. Thank you for inviting me.
Oh, Daddy, what a lovely introduction. I knew you would go everywhere you wanted to go and come back. But thank you, Daddy. It's so lovely to have you and Bobo here with us today. Tola, let's jump into it.
Let's go.
Should we jump into it?
Let's
Because
go.
this conversation is a very special one to us.
Yeah.
We don't get to see and really hear voices of dads, granddads, that have children and that have an autism diagnosis. I think maybe the first question should go to you, Bobo.
Okay.
Obviously, Kevin's 19. Yeah. You and Tola have been
Big
doing
man.
this a while.
Yeah.
Tola has told us her story, her perspective of the day that you guys got the diagnosis.
Okay.
But what I want to ask you today, Bobo, is do you remember how you first felt when you were told that Kevin had autism?
When he was diagnosed,
Yeah.
I do remember vividly that, like a flashback, I could see that day now. And to be honest with you, where I think when we go home, when me and Tola started talking, I cried. And then, because first and foremost, I'd never heard that word before. So I was thinking, what was it? And then, when they explained, but I thought he's not going to talk. But one thing I believe is, I'm from Nigeria. So, and then we, as a Nigerian, we can push things. I know that. So I told Tola, he's going to talk. And there's no way he's not going. So Tola's mom was around. So Tola's mom was my great friend.
Yes.
We were very close. So me and her was if she said, "Tosin, how are you, my sorrow?"
Tola translate for everyone.
And that means, don't worry, this boy is gonna talk.
So then we started pushing. So anyway, back to your questions. I cried. I wasn't happy, but thank God today.
Bob,
Where we are.
thank
In
you.
a journey.
Do you want to ask Dad?
Yeah.
Because if I do, I might get emotional, so you should.
Okay. So you are an outstanding granddad to Levi. Like, I know even me and Tiwa met yesterday and you were doing the babysitting, and it doesn't get better than that, really. A granddad that can devote his time in that capacity. But, how was it when you first heard the words? And I don't know in what way or in what capacity it translated to you, but when you first heard Levi, an autism diagnosis, how did that feel for you?
Well, the good thing I have is that Tiwa is a very strong girl. I know she took that from my mom. In the face of adversity, they handle it very, very well. Maybe I'm the woman in the family, So I will go behind. I cry. Oh, yeah. Behind. I won't let them see me cry, though. But I know within me, I ask, what is this? And then again, I feel for my daughter. These are the kids I raised that I will prefer. I would prefer adversity on myself rather than on my children. They're my life, So I feel for my daughter, And then I summoned courage that I had to be a man, And then I made inquiry from my lineage.
Wow.
Oh, yeah. And then I was assured that our progenitor was the son of the Oni of Ife,
Okay.
the king of the Yorubas, so. And then where we are now, the man who will be king left that for Ife and then met this boy who was not speaking, and the son of the king was not speaking. Wow. Was not speaking. And then at the time they were trying to play a game.
Okay.
And then he started.
Just like that.
Just like that. And I was told I shouldn't worry.
Wow.
Like my fourth grandson, maybe that's why he took it from, that he's going to speak. Actually, the confirmation that from December last year, that he will start picking up some words. I became very happy. I didn't tell my daughter, I didn't tell
You
her.
heard you here first.
Well, was it sometimes 2 months ago? Tiwa put Levi on the phone.
2 weeks ago.
2 weeks ago.
Yeah.
Started staying by. Somebody was mute before. He heard everything you tell him to do. He can be naughty with it, though, jumping up and down. He's
As they do.
taking advantage that I'm not speaking, so I can do whatever I like. I recognize that. But since then, I have the hope that definitely his voice is going to be as loud as ever. Look at me. I'm from the same, he's from my blood. You know, I'm speaking, everybody's speaking, you know. I knew he's going to be, the end story is going to be happy, and it didn't have started. It didn't have started, you know. So, but initially, I felt for my daughter very, very well, you know. So when things happens to them, I don't feel all right, and that is the truth. I'm an emotional person, you know. And the other thing is, their mom will not allow me to, because I don't know how she get to sleep and pray. That one believed in the power of prayer.
Yes.
My wife, you know, so I have to move now. And since all they've gone to go and marry, they have their separate rooms in our home in Nigeria anyway, you know. So you go to her room. That's why she stayed there and pray. I go to her younger sister's room. I go and stay there. Don't disturb my sleep. I will do my own prayer in the morning. You know. Yeah, you know. So, but with prayers, with encouragement, I have the hope that God will perfect everything. You know, so it's going to be joy. It's going to be joy for us, and it's very handsome boy.
Yes.
You know, I told you, he's not the king's. You know, he's from a lineage of the king again in Lagos. You know, so the boy looks like me. When I look at him, this man, I say, "This is where I was." This is where I was at this age. You know.
Thank you so much, Dad. Thank you. I didn't know parts of that story. I know, and I didn't know parts of that story. That is it. Thank you. Yeah, you're an amazing dad.
Thank you.
And you're also an amazing grandfather. So me and Levi are very lucky to have you. Dad, you spoke a lot about the talking part, and I know I'm gonna come back to Bob on this too. You know, the autism isn't just about them not being able to speak at the time. It's about everything else. We're going to go on to the more joyful, wonderful things, because we are joyful and wonderful people.
Yes.
And what you guys show of your family online, what I know of you guys personally, and what I experience of us personally, we are just people full of faith and joy. But there has been some difficult parts of the journey. And the reason why we brought both of you here today, especially, is because, Dad, in the Nigerian culture, but in our culture, we know that this is not just accepted.
Yeah.
This
so
diagnosis, this autism isn't just accepted. And we really want your voices to spark a change, in people's thinking. So one of the things I have to say, and I'm going to go to Bobo first with this. Yes. Bobo, there are men out there. I've seen you with your boys. You guys, unfortunately, Bobo, you always see my face on FaceTime. I'm always there in the background on the phone on FaceTime. Yeah. I see you at home, Bobo. You're just amazing, and you're so close. You're so affectionate with your boys.
Thank you.
There are so many dads that are not like that. Okay. There are so many dads that have been scared off by the diagnosis, and that's caused like a gap.
They struggle.
And I don't know if you've had your struggles. Tola would know. But I want you, what would you say to the dads? And you know what? Let's go even deeper, because we know in our culture, it brings an even bigger chasm. So what would you say to the black dads? What would you say to the dads? What would you say to the Nigerian dads who struggle to accept their child's diagnosis?
Let me say, for me, I've learned a lot from my dad. Because as a father, why will you be struggling to look after your own children? That has never been, I mean, I grew up in Nigeria. So father's role is a lot different from mother's role in Nigeria. So I don't really get to see my dad, because my dad was a custom officer, so he's always away. but I know he's always there whenever you need him. So why will I now, say, it's like you running away from your responsibility, So whatever, even just call it any name, not autism. He's my child. So I'm going to stand by it. So, I don't know, why we shy away from your own child? So that's why I stood up, look, whatever they call it, he's my son, I'm going to be there. And that's why I'm here today. Wow. My advice to, I don't know why, how you, this is not my first time, this is my first podcast, but it's not the first interview, I would say. I've had an interview with one of Tola's friends before, and she's asked me that question as well. Oh, some father will run away because of this. Well,
can't relate.
Maybe because because I don't know why. But so far, I believe they are my children. I'm gonna be there. So
Thank you.
I'm not gonna say much.
You've said so much. They're mine. Why would I not be there? That in itself is so loud.
But I'd love if you were able to, give some type of way, because, that's where you are, and I understand I can't relate to why would you not, but this is a reality. We see and speak to lots of moms who their partners struggle significantly with accepting the diagnosis. And it's great that it's come more naturally for you, that this is my son and wherever it takes. If you call it autism, if you call it whatever type of name, this is my kid and I'm committed to them. But it's not the general consensus. And it's a real struggle for some children and families. And so those, we know the impact of that on the children that we're raising.
Maybe a good question then, another way of putting it is, have you ever struggled? Have you ever struggled with Kevin's diagnosis internally?
Internally, a straight answer is no.
Wow.
He's my son. My father raised me. I have to raise my own children. Kevin, especially because he's my first son. Forget about what happened, what is diagnosed, what the diagnosis is. He's my first son. And I must. It's a must. It's not just I have to. I must.
I love it.
So, when Tola wasn't even there, when she was in uni, I was looking after him.
He was little.
I'll bath him in the morning, take him to school, drop him, and when Kayla as well arrived as well, same, both of them, pick them up, give them lunch. And a lot of time, Kayla would come and say, I didn't call Kayla or Kevin, I called Kevin is Dakbo. And then Kayla is Annie. Annie will come and say, Bobo, from when they're little, they call, Bobo, Kevin is not, I'm talking to him, he's not, I say, go back to him. He will answer you. Go back. I always send her back. And she kept, like a little baby, she kept coming back and I said, don't worry, he will answer you. So, at the long run, one day, and then, I'm not going to say very strict. Kevin, when they come back from school, Kayla will come, I want to eat, blah. But Kevin will just stand there and be looking at me. I know he's hungry. So I'll tell him, what do you want? He will look, he won't say anything. And one day he came, and then he just said, food. Then he started saying words. Not a lot, but at least.
He started.
So I'm not going to call that struggle because I'm doing it for my own children. I want to see them grow and be happy. So, and if they're happy, I'm happy. So what else? It's not struggle for me. Thanks.
Wow.
Isn't that beautiful, Dad?
Beautiful. I am so encouraged, that you are my son-in-law too, and without being a modest, that's who I am. That's who I am, so my children first before myself, throughout this country, I believe I live for them, I just love the way, Tosin, the way you have been. You are going to be very, very happy at the end of the day. Now I am retired. You see, the love I receive from my children, from Tiwa, from Tibitope and their older sister, sometimes I'm spoiled. I'm a spoiled dad now. I'm a spoiled dad because they love me. She's my carer. Each time I go to the hospital, initially it wasn't very well. She will be my carer. She will go with me. She will be the one. All the Oyinbo, the doctors are speaking that I cannot understand. She's the one that will interpret it or question it, So I believe, because I've been there for them, and they recognize it. Maybe some children might not recognize. So like you say it's not a struggle. The thing came naturally in you to look after you. Because if we are truly a believer in God, God loves us unconditionally. Yeah, yes. That is the way we should love our own too. So I'm very, very glad, and I pray, and that's my prayer, and all my children, all my girls, to have the way I brought up my children, that too, they should have husband like that, who would be like that, and I congratulate you. Congratulate you for it, So to the glory of God, my liver, is going to grow in the midst of love.
Yes.
My father did not have money, but he had what they call love. And I keep on telling them, they say, why are you like this? I think this is what I grew up with.
Yeah.
My father gave us love. We knew he wasn't rich, didn't have money, but he didn't allow that to be a hindrance. So I have to. This is what I inherited. This is what is in me. I have to give it to you. So, and I believe my grandchildren are enjoying that too. And I believe Levi is very, very happy, jumping up and down. Each time he messes up the living room, the mom will be, this is his grandfather's place. He's going to, it's my happiness that he's doing this. It's my happiness. I enjoy it. Later on, by the time he grows up now, he will say, yes, when I used to mess up my granddad's place, So if I go to his mansion, I can mess up the toilet.
Tit for tat.
Tit for tat. So I thank you, Tosin. I thank you for that.
Thank you, sir.
God will continue to be with you. And the children, Kevin and his younger one, you are going to be happy over them. Amen. That's my prayer for you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
That's beautiful, Dad. I'm so inspired, Bobo. Hearing you speak is so inspiring. It's like, what are you talking about? And that is a beautiful stance. I've heard some other men speak, Bobo, honestly, and it's a choice. They believe they have a choice as to whether they look after their children or not. They have a choice as to how involved they are. They have a choice as to, it's difficult, it consumes them. But hearing your stance today, I do hope if there are other dads watching, other brothers watching today, I hope that you see that inspiration, that it's just a natural thing. And Bobo and Dad said similar things that I don't want to skirt over. Bobo talked about his dad. Daddy, you've always talked about your dad to me. You've never. My dad said to me, this was years ago actually. Let me be like 10. He said to my dad died 30 years ago, and I still cry because his dad gave him so much love. And I believe myself, my sisters, my son, we benefit from that love. So it's a legacy. It's a legacy that you are leaving. It's a legacy of love. Yeah, it's a legacy.
That is so right.
It's a legacy. Dad, you're a different generation. You're not much older, are you? You're not much older than us, but you know, you're just a different.
I'm a young guy.
Identify as
You identify as Gen Z, isn't it? It's a different generation to us. And let me ask you, this is just a yes or no question. There's nothing wrong. Have you told any of your friends that Levi has autism?
There's no need for that, because why should I tell them now when I know by the time, maybe before the end of the year, they will be seeing the boy, they will not know.
And if your friends,
Yes,
Dad, if your
yes.
friends asked,
Yes.
oh, I see your daughter posting stuff, would you feel comfortable to talk about autism with them?
I am learning a lot from you, Tiwa, a lot from you, you know. So a lot of parents, a lot of young people, they feel dejected. The way you are so hopeful, you know, like your mom, you know, so hopeful. It's as if this is just, it's nothing. You have this belief, you know, you change the narrative. I heard there's something they call
Non-verbal.
non-verbal. Is why my son
Pre-verbal,
is non-verbal. Non-verbal.
Pre-verbal.
He's going to be verbal.
Yeah.
You know, so it's like, to me, it's like an everyday thing. Call it when you have a goal and something is coming as disturbance. You know, it's just a minor
A challenge.
The challenge will go. The challenge will go. You know, we've seen many kids like that who are grown up, who are multi-millionaire, who are highly talented now. And then when I see him, you see the way my grandson changes without even looking at the remote. He himself is like a remote. What I'm trying to do this
like a
thing, maybe
remote.
because I'm an old man, press this, I'll be looking at this. Or look at my grandson, you do like this. Papa, without even looking, he knows what to do. I say, man, there's something inside this child. And by the time he's talking, people will say that this is going to be a genius. That's what I see him. He's going to be a genius.
Wow.
You know, so there's no shame in it. You know, there's no shame in it. If we don't say he's autistic, you won't know. Very handsome boy, very tall. You know, I still maintain it like me.
Oh, I love it. That is amazing.
Dad,
Granddad.
one more from me before I go to Tola. I'm sure she's got things that she needs to say. I just love you so much. You know
Thank you,
that I
my
love you so much. You're so. I feel like the luckiest. Me and Tola will probably have a competition on this because we feel like the luckiest
We're
girls
such
in the
daddy girls.
world.
We're such daddy's girls.
To have
unapologetic.
Honestly, to have the fathers that we do, we are so we're so blessed. We're so lucky. That's not everybody's experience. And this community that we're building, Dad and Bobo, is so that, you know, other families too and communities can have each other and have this. We want to spark change. So, Dad, Bobo spoke to the men. I want you to speak to the grandpas. Yeah, I want you to speak to the grandpas, the grandmas in your generation who, like you said, may struggle with accepting the diagnosis, may never even understand what it is past, you know, what they can see as the speaking. What about those grandparents, Dad, that are not in the picture? What about the ones that just can't accept it? They just think they can pray it away. What would you say to them, Daddy? How would you encourage them to love their grandchildren and accept their grandchildren the way that you have done with Levi?
Well, culturally, I'm an African, I'm Nigerian, and specifically I'm Yoruba.
Get it?
When this kind of thing is affecting us, those who carry it on top of their heads are grandparents looking for solution. Because you feel for your own child. I don't know in the Western world here, those who are grandparents like me, those who don't have the kind of background and culture I come from, we're speaking to the world now, they should take this from us, especially the Yoruba people. Grandparents are the bastion and the home of hope. Because in our society, if anything is happening to your child, the society will ask, what are you doing?
Yes.
It's you that we blame, not even the child.
Yes.
So as a grandfather, a lot of things, I will not tell a lot of movement that I have done, a lot of things I have done, a lot of money that I have spent. I don't need to tell her, because that is my responsibility. That's why I grew up to know. If anything is happening, it is happening to you, not them, because the society is going to ask you. So those of my colleagues who are grandparents, who are not from my culture, borrow from my culture. This thing is natural with us, that whatever happens to your child happens to you, you must look for solution. Because you still see them, her older sister, today's her birthday.
Oh,
Yes,
birthday.
today's her birthday. I showed the picture when she was under 2. I said, look, whether you like it or not, this is the way I still see you.
Yes.
How old is Remy today?
39.
39. She's 39 today. So when she was still a baby, we clothed her in the African tradition. I think somewhere in Peckham, I remember I took the picture. I just showed the picture. I said, listen, Remy, whether you like it or not, you are still a baby, my baby. And this is the way I'm still saying you. So this is the way we see our children and our grandchildren. So it is your responsibility. And if you believe in God as a grandfather, if not, God will ask you the way he is looking after us. We call him Arugbo Ojo. He's a great grandfather to us. That's God. So you see, we are the God in their life on earth.
Yes.
Parents are, we are God of our children on earth. So please, my fellow grandpa, look at it, borrow from us. So it is not only me. You see, just look at the way you've talked now. Just because me and you come from the same culture to we are Yoruba. Everywhere in Yoruba land, that's who we are.
Yes.
It's natural in us to
Yes.
see that the problem of our children is
It's
our problem.
Yes.
And then the most important is our grandchildren. Yeah. Because there is times when they are growing, when their children are grown, you start transferring the love you have for your grandchildren. Because you want to see, they are no more babies. Yeah. They are questioning you. They are arguing with you. For babies, all what they want, So that is it. God help us. If we're able to do it, we'll be happy for it. We grandparents who are not of Yoruba culture. Thank you very much.
Dad, you cheated.
Why?
You cheated.
How?
Shall I tell you how he cheated, guys?
Tell me.
Because he spoke about, he spoke kind of generally, and then you spoke about people outside of the culture, borrow from our culture. What about your peers, Daddy? What about Yoruba grandfathers like you that are not in the picture?
That's what I'm saying.
You did say.
That's why.
Did I get it wrong?
Because it says grandpas like me.
Okay, sorry, guys.
Yeah. Let them be in the picture.
Yeah.
And I say that I would be very surprised if a Yoruba grandfather, except he's a drug addict or
Not a drug.
I'm telling you, or something who is out of his sense, that will not take it upon himself the problem of your own child, and don't take it upon yourself. No, you are not. then you are not from the stock of the children of Oduduwa. You are not. You know? I'm sorry, I'm being selfish. You know, so when I say the children of Oduduwa, they are in Bahia too, in
Brazil.
In Brazil, yes. Yeah, that's who they are. You know, we the same culture. You go there, the way we behave, that's the way they behave. Looking from children to children, and then look at the English people here. They transfer wealth. They build wealth for generation to
It's a generational.
to come.
Dad, you've given us so much food for thought, so much nuggets that you've dropped today. And I love how you answered in terms of, would you, because I feel like you answered really honestly, like what is there to say? When, Tiwa, when you asked him, would you tell your friend? Or,
Yeah.
Yeah. And I'm keen to know, because this is not conversations that I think I've ever had with Bobo. Yeah. Like, do you have conversations with your own friends? I know, like, same as me, like we've had the same set of friends for ages and ages, but you're still a bit more social than me in terms of making new friends. But is there conversations about your son, his diagnosis, or is it just, like Granddad has said, what's there to say?
If you say my friends, I've got friends in Nigeria that we grew up together.
Okay.
And I've made friends when I got to Europe. So if you say my friend, are you trying to say both in Nigeria or...
I said people that you class as friends, because regardless of where they're at, people that you class as friends.
Okay, like Daddy said, I don't think it's necessary in the first place.
That's what he's saying.
Maybe because in the first instance, my friends in Nigeria, if I tell them, my son is autistic, he will look at me like, what do you mean? He won't even know.
Yes.
What autism is. Nah.
So you still think there's that much lack of awareness back home?
Yes, a lot. My friends won't know. I can tell
about
you
here?
that. But here, they will.
So do you feel like it's a conversation that happens, or do you feel like this is my son? And
I don't think it's not going to happen here. Like telling them, "Oh, my son is autistic." Like, what are we going to be talking about that? I will tell them. But even at the end of the day, if they know, or I tell them, well, I don't think they won't tell me to be anything.
Okay, I think you're missing my question.
What exactly are you? I'm not going to discuss with any of my friends anyway.
And why is that? Is it because you feel like then they're going to say something that you're not going to be happy with, or do you think that they wouldn't understand, or why would you feel like it's not a conversation that we should be having? I'm just curious.
It's a good question.
Yeah, I understand. I mean, if you say discussing it with my friend in Nigeria is out of it.
Okay.
Believe me, is out of it because they are not going to understand. Even, not my friend, my sister. I was talking to my sister, and sometimes, I saw Kevin. Yeah, I saw Kevin's video, and she doesn't understand what autism is. So I tried to ask, Kevin is autistic. She said, kilo so. But you got to meet them in Nigeria and
Translate Tola for the viewers.
That was what she said.
When Kevin visited Nigeria, he looked fine to me.
Yeah, she said, there's nothing wrong with him. He's fine. And I told her, I said, well, there's something. Compared to another child of his age, if you look at his capacity, you can't compare. So, but that's why I say they can't understand.
I think they
100%.
can.
They can't. Because of where we are coming from. I've seen people in Nigeria when I was growing up kept their own children. I can recollect they kept this where we used to live. I don't know. The boy doesn't talk. I can remember. The boy doesn't talk. I used to say that. The boy doesn't talk. They never bring the boy out. It's always inside. Yeah. It's always locked in. The woman will come out to the shop. The boy is alone in the house.
Still happening.
But,
That's what my mum told me happened too.
I
back
don't
then.
think-
Still happening.
I don't know. It's not a fault.
Oh.
It's a
It's
yes.
a society.
The way it is society, because they were abuser. It's not a fault. I understand. Even we are young. We will laugh. We look at the boy. Then I still remember we were not very very young. We were like maybe I was 10 years or something. We still laugh at one more. Can you come? So she never bring him out. Always indoor. Always. I remember that.
So tell me, Baba and Dad. You mentioned back home, and one thing about us guys, whether we are born here or not, we all identify.
We're very Nigerian.
We are so Nigerian. It is embedded in our heritage, our food, our culture. If we don't speak it fluently, like me, Agbo, we understand it very, very well. Let's talk about awareness.
Yeah.
How then, since you think that they can't understand Bobo, Dad, you're saying that you want to discuss it with your friends in that type of way. Bobo's saying this as well. If you know, like, it's not necessarily going to be a conversation. How do we spread awareness in our culture when it seems to not be increasing, but it's now, I'll tell you a recent stat. We went somewhere the other day, a documentary, and in UK, now 25% of a
25.
primary school class has special educational needs.
Yeah.
And we know back home already that this exists. They just don't have a name for it. It's just
they
the child
know
that
the
is.
name now.
So
They're just
tell
not
me,
accepting the name.
How do we spread awareness about this to in our culture so that we can love these children in a way that they need to be loved? How do we spread awareness?
Thank you. You see, what Tosi has said, yes, that's well, they say a kid was locked in. You see, exposure is a very good thing. Exposure. Let us thank the authority of this country. Anytime, any day. You know, I keep on telling people, if there's a football match between, okay, we're in England now. Let me use England, not the whole of the United Kingdom. If there's a football match between Ghana, our closest neighbor in Nigeria, and England, I'm going to support England. Oh, yes, I will support England.
Please don't cancel my dad.
If they are playing Nigeria, I will say, okay, I will support Nigeria. But anything outside that, because let us be sincere to ourselves. In this country, we're talking of autism now. Government are there to help.
Yeah.
They are spreading the awareness. We are here, we are seeing, learning from their culture. The culture of compassion is very, very important. Let us spread it out. It is not our fault in Africa. It's because they don't know. Those of us who know now, who are aware of it, let us go there and help. It is not the fault of the children that have this, I won't call it disability, this setback. It's those of us now who are aware of it, who has been in a society, godly society, I would call it. Let's spread it. Yeah. These are the kind of things you come here. It is not everything you learn in the university, in their society. This is what they're doing in their society, compassion. Even children who are seriously disabled here, look at them on wheelchair, look at the love they have for them. I was at Guy's Hospital 2-3 days ago. I saw a lot of people. A lot of you care the kind of love they are giving to sick people.
Yes.
How do you expect such a country that God will not be lifting them up? God will be lifting them up. It's a Christian country. They don't go to church anymore. But everything, yes, but everything in the Bible, they are practicing in their daily life.
Yes.
They are practicing in their daily life. So,
It's not
we
about
should not
going
be.
to church.
It's not about church. It's not
What's
about
that
us.
about with this church business?
Exactly. It's true. Those of us, we go to the church, we sleep in the church at home, and we don't want to expose. We don't want to expose all the silly, all the ungodly things that they are doing. This is an example now. Government, there should be department of government that we should go through and tell them. And most of them come here. They know what is happening.
A lot of them. And it's not about the government alone. It's about the people.
Yeah, the people has to know.
Yeah,
we have to let the people be aware of what is happening. It is what they've grown into, this culture of shame. Look at you said somebody's being locked. How can you be doing that? Just because it's not verbal. We should keep the awareness going. And, there's something, as it's about you, the day I will be so proud that you go to Nigeria.
This is it.
Oh, yeah, you go to Nigeria, go to the podium in the sometimes I attend the KICC big church, Each time I say, one day, Tiwa is coming here to come and spread this gospel. This gospel of truth, this gospel of awareness of autism.
That's it.
I know it's going to happen.
Yes.
You see,
and you'll be here to see it, Daddy.
You're going to go on television. Go on television, and let them be aware. When they listen to you, thank God we have a lot of broadcasters who want to know all this thing, who are inquisitive about all this thing. I trust your dad. I can easily call.
Make it happen.
Make it happen.
Come on. Make it happen. Granddad, you said that amazingly. Amazingly. And I think what I took out of it the most is that we all have to be part of the change that we want to see. And it's amazing that, you're here and back a lot. My dad is very, very, he likes his village a lot. He's not going to come here unless it's the summer. And after 4 weeks, he's ready to go back. Because, here, you can't see anything with your neighbors. The children are not passing. You can't see anything. You have to sit there and watch TV all day. But even from coming, he's seeing, I do often share about my dad on our platform. So it's not a matter of, I'm back from back in the day. This wasn't a thing back in my day. My dad is so accepting of Kevin in the most beautiful way. Their relationship, my dad is back home now. Kevin still went to the shop last week and bought honey because granddad is coming. We don't even have tickets yet. But it was the granddad likes this honey. And, he's taking some of the things he's seeing here and doing the bit he can in his community. He did go to the SPED school, and granddad, all the children, regardless of disability, it's almost like a building for who they class as misfits. You didn't even have to have a learning disability. You could probably just be, have an amputation, or it's just, and he is making that little change in Oyo State. Because he is taking knowledge from here and then putting that change back home. So we can all, my dad is 76. So we can all be part of the change that needs to happen. Right now, you were on the phone, he was looking for a speech and language therapist for me. He went to the SPED school to get their CVs. He was like, Tola, come and interview this person. And they can use my garden. They can gather the children. They can help them. See, Kevin is doing well, and these children can do well too. So you don't have to be an expert. You just have to be human. You just have to have nurture. You just have to have compassion. You don't have to even have plenty money. But we can all make change. We can all make change. And we have to, pause and sit back and see how we can make that happen. Because it needs to happen.
Yeah. This has been more than I thought, more than what I knew. I didn't know what to expect, but it's been even more than
Beautiful.
that. And it has been so amazing, Bobo, to have you here today.
Thank you.
What a brilliant, you're just brilliant. And Dad, it's been amazing. It's amazing to have you as my dad, but it's so beautiful to share this platform with you today. And I hope other fathers, I hope other grandfathers see this message, especially in our community, and see actually that it's really cool. It's really cool to love your son. It's really cool to love your grandchild. It's possible to not understand something from our culture and still embrace and still love and help raise the child. To finalize though, and we're going to make this really quick because we have to round up soon. Bobo, One day Kevin's going to watch this podcast. I'll either show it to him or you're going to show it to him. And I was going to ask first, do you have any fears? But I'm switching the question. It's, what do you want to say to Kevin? Which I know you do every day, but if let's say he's going to watch this in 5, 6, 7 years' time, what's the message for Kevin and other children, other black boys like Kevin that have a diagnosis but are loved by their families?
Not say to Kevin,
Okay.
but to, like you said, the other kids that have been diagnosed, like Kevin. What I see is there's nothing to say to them. The only thing, like you said, the fear. I don't have any fear because I would say I've put in Kevin and I've seen it, what Kevin is going to be. I have confidence that because at the point in time, I went to college as well and studied about healthcare, blah, 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 all that. And you need to like do your work experience, do that, blah, 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 work with people with disability and all. You know, the way people, I mean, I don't know if you've seen a woman that was, I don't know, maybe she's been jailed, the way she was dragging this man she was working with. Some carers, the way they work with clients, sometimes. I understand. It's not easy when you have a very hard client to work with. But if you are patient enough, you will be able to work with them. Some people are not patient. They are not supposed to be in that job. One thing is, if you have a client that is not disturbing you, and I know Kevin is not that type of person. If anybody is working with Kevin, that person will enjoy Kevin because of what we've done with Kevin. It's not easy to get there. And I'm being frank here. It's not easy to get there. Because, one time, I'll round up, but Kevin used to sit on the street. You taking Kevin anywhere, he will sit on the floor, on the road.
Parents can relate.
Yeah, Levi's done it many times.
Yeah.
Parents
So,
can relate.
if he's sitting on the road, what are you going to do? Are you going to be dragging him? You can't. If he's in Nigeria, you will beat him, you will drag him. Right? But over here, you can't. So, I'm not going to talk a lot. I will just leave it like that. I don't have any fear at all. For Kevin, I don't have any fear.
I love Baba. What an honest and wonderful answer. And Dad, maybe I switch it back then. Do you have any fears about Levi growing up? And what is it that you'd want to say to Levi if he's watching this in a few years?
Well, at the beginning of my statement here, fear with you as a mother, courageous, the daughter of Gumisola, a girl with so much wisdom and maturity. So with that, I'm good to go. I know you're going to handle my grandson very, very well. And you've been doing it. You love that boy to bits. You know that. And then again, I like happiness a lot. I know. I'm going to joke. Levi, see, 10 years ago when you are doing this,
You're showing us Pepe.
you're showing me, I have your video here. If you're not careful, I will show you. And
We
so
got
on.
receipts.
Yeah, because I know it's going to end up in happiness.
Praise.
It's going to end up in praise and joy. There's no fear. I know you. I know my daughter. I know. I keep on telling my wife, every one of them, I know their characteristics. I know Tiwa Lade. I know her two sisters. Tiwa is a courageous. In the face of, all the little years I spent on her, I know what she has gone through and the way she handled it. We parents that we will be Don't worry, I could have handled it. No. Don't do this, don't do that. And she perfectly, you know. I'm confessing she takes that from her mother anyway, you know. So that is the wife I have got, that is the mother she has, you know. So with my son, Toluwake, she had told you, the throne of God is constant. Nobody can shake it. That is my unshakable faith. And my son, to the glory of God, is going to end up in happiness. I'm waiting for when he will get married.
Oh.
And I will put on my
You'll be here to see
my
it.
real agbada. Levi, we're going to talk.
Oh,
say.
Dad,
That's
that's
so
so
beautiful.
beautiful.
Thank you, my baby.
I love
So
you, Dad.
beautiful.
And thank you, Bobo. Sis, it's been
Sis.
amazing.
It's been beautiful. I know we really desperately have to round up, but I know that oftentimes our dads and granddads don't get to get their flowers given to them. And I know that, well, we live in the same house, and you know, I see you. I don't always sit down and say, oh, I see that, but I do, maybe not to you directly. We often talk about the relationship, and I just want to use this opportunity, and I think it'll be great for you and to tell that, because with men, you know, sometimes with mothers, it's just like we see Mother's Day and we see Father's Day and we see what dads get and then we see what moms get. But I do want to use this opportunity to, you know, give you your flowers, babe. Like, it's been a long time coming, me and you. It's been a long time. And there's one thing that is the best gift that you've given me, and it's that gift of commitment. Like, I don't have to worry. Like, I never think in my head, oh, is Bobo not going to be there? It's not even something that crosses my mind, because since the day I met you, you've been consistent like that. And we've been through so many things together, but there's not one time that I doubt that you're going to show up or you're going to do what needs doing. And, you know, yes, I don't always come and, you know, say that to you, but I do want you to always know it, that I see what you do for Kevin, for Kayla, for Caden. I see it. I love it I always say it to you too, that I love it for my kids. Like, people see it translate. Like, we never see an African dad so affectionate, hugging and kissing and mushy. And I love it for the kids. And I'm a daddy's girl, true and true. So when I see my kids have that, I'm just like, what else could I want? And I'm so grateful, you know, that we get to do this life together, that we get to do this journey together. And I wish that I would get to where you're at, where there's no fear, because I don't think I can put my hand on my heart and say that. Like, I do have fears for the future, because you're here and you're constant and you're doing all of this for Kevin, and I'm here and I'm doing all that. But we won't be here forever. And that's my fear. But I know that I serve a God that sees the future that I can't see. And I know that it will show up for me and our family in a way that I can never even start to imagine. But I just thought it was just, I had to do that piece. And I know that you have better things to say to Popsy as well.
That was, first of all, so... Yeah, that was beautiful. And of course I did. And we'd be here forever if I was going to. But Daddy, what I will say is... I won't look at him too much before I get emotional. What I will say is, you know, growing up, not all my friends' dads were around. You were around, you've been around. And just like you were saying, Tola, about Bobo, that gift of commitment, I got that from you, Dad. You've never left. Near or far, you've been a rock. And actually, the reason why I can face all my adversities, life, the reason why I can be strong like Mum, the reason why I can still have a hope, the reason why I choose to be better, not bitter, Dad, is because of you. It's because of you. You taught me love. You taught me how to get through. The love that you've given me, I want Levi to be able to say more about me. And you have given such a legacy of love, and you've shown me what it means for a man to be on ground and be by my side and stay through it all, Dad. So thank you for being that for me, and for, you know, you're not going to be here forever, Dad, unfortunately. It's so sad to think about. But what you've left is eternal. Love, the belief that real love exists, and men men are on ground. Men are on ground.
And they don't play.
And they don't play. And saying that, we've got something. Daddy, we promised you something.
Yes.
Because my dad...
We don't have plenty millions
my
to
dad
pay you
asked,
just yet.
But my dad asked for payment. When we told him that we were going to do the podcast, he said, how much am I... Yes, Daddy, you did.
A whole celebrity.
He said... He first thing he said was, Tiwa, money. Where's my money? This is business. Anyway, okay, so Dad, yes, we promised... Do you remember what we settled on? What was going to be your payment?
Well, at the end of the day, well, you've been doing it anyway by very good vegetable.
Okay, so hold it there, Daddy. Tola promised you something.
Oh, wow.
Look at it, Granddad. Specially made.
Not that I'm a foodie, but I love it.
We made you F4 for all the Nigerians watching this. What F4 is. So, Daddy,
freshly made. Just this
Thank
one
you,
is
my
specially
baby.
for you.
Tola
Give
made it.
it to
Do you know why?
Granddad.
Because I want him to taste it on screen.
Oh, let's do it.
Daddy, do a taste test. You're going to rate Tola's F4.
Yeah.
It has to go with...
Daddy, just taste it. Yes, it'll go with your pounded yam when you get home. Can you see there's even snail for you, Daddy?
This is...
Bangla.
Banla.
Yes.
You think that's right? Mom, I say, well, they're giving me a good treat.
Yeah, sorry, Mum.
You want some?
Daddy, taste it first. You taste
I've
it.
tasted mine.
Do you like it?
I like it.
How
so
do you rate? What do you rate it out of 10, as Kevin would do?
11 over 10. Yeah, come on. This thing is getting home.
Daddy, save some for me. Tell us that I can't have some. I'm having some. Anyway, guys, thank you so much for watching. What an episode it has been.
Wow.
It's been amazing. As always, guys, if there are people, and I know there are so many, send it to your mum, your auntie, your grandma, your uncle, your grandpa, your neighbor, your pastor, your
colleagues,
your everybody, because this, I think, is one for our culture, for fatherhood and everything in between.
Absolutely.
So thank you for listening.
Thank you. It's absolutely amazing to have you here. Thank you so much, Bobo. Thank you so much, Grandma, Granddad. Thank you so much to all our listeners, and we will catch you.
See you
in the next one.
Next time.
Bye.